This is timing. The Truth Talk, the timing. Today's video is why I am a proud woke. Let's talk about the history of that word. It was actually during the slavery times when that word came about. Okay? This is what I understood on my research. And a slave meaning broke was that they were aware of their master being around. They were aware that it's time not to be caught doing something that's unpleasing to that master, because the masters were going to rip and beat slaves, sadly. So the GOP comes up with the word wokeness, wokeism, and all this garbage from an old term saying, oh, if you don't agree with what we believe in, it's wokeism. And the GOP don't believe it a lot. They don't believe it a lot. They believe in destroying America, sadly. That's the term of the word wokeness. And they took it and they made it into a bad word. They made it into a bad one. When it was already bad enough. But why are you going to take us? You're taking away things from the blacks already. There's voter suppression in several states. They're taking women's rights away. That George DeSantis is banning books. You know, all these books I got behind me. You know, I own some banned books according to his list. I'm thankful I'm not in Florida. Is that a banned book? Anne Frank is a banned book in Florida. Oh my God. What the heck is the GOP doing? What are they doing? I'm telling you. Let me tell you a little about me. I'm going to go a little off subject. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I was raised in a very strict Catholic family with church-going values. If we got in trouble at home, we had a paddle. A paddle or belt hanging up by the door. So, you know, we were disciplined, and so, you know, we didn't want to get in trouble, of course, you know, but we didn't get in trouble a lot, you know, because we were raised with some good values. We were raised with some very good values, you know. Being kind to others, being respectful. So, like at a time we didn't talk back unless we were talking to, you know, unless we were, you know, we can respond. When I became a voting age, Ronald Reagan was the commander-in-chief, and my family, Democratic family, I actually originally registered as an independent. And against my family's wishes, I actually voted for Ronald Reagan. Um, joined the U.S. Navy shortly after that, went to combat in Lebanon, um, and I served a 26-year naval career. In 2008, I became a Democrat. I was actually helping with the Obama campaign, um, and I became a Democrat. And this was shortly after I got out of the active duty Navy. Of course, I got injured and went through rehab, and I moved back home to Illinois, and then got into the VA system in Iowa City, and now I'm out here in Deming, New Mexico, and New Mexico is just, I love the climate, I love the mountains, it's beautiful out here, but it's just, the VA system in El Paso is the worst VA system ever. I'm waiting forever just to try to get the system that's underneath this. And it's painful. I'm not sleeping because but I already have tingling, from my nerve damage in my neck and stuff. So anyway, that's what I put off subject. But that's when I voted was Democrat. But most of my life I was actually voting Democrat. The only two Republicans I voted for was Reagan, and then I voted for Bush the second time. And everybody else I voted for was Democrat. Because I believe in those democratic values. These were the same values that I was raised with. Being compassionate, being Christ-like. I'm sorry, but the Republican Party today, I would be ashamed to be a Republican today. I'm sorry, but I would be. Of course, that's my opinion. That's the greedy, the corrupt. There's more corruption in that party than ever. They still value Trump and tries impeached, disgraced. Yeah, I would just be ashamed to be a Republican today. And the stuff that they're doing. See, I'm a proud woke. And let me elaborate on why I'm a proud woke. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, anything that a Republican doesn't value, they call woke. All right? Okay, so I value reading, I value books. So I'm a proud woke because I value books. And I can read. I want to be able to read whatever I want to read. Right? I believe in climate change. I believe in standing for the earth. So yeah, I'm a proud vote because the GOP don't believe in the climate. In fact, they deregulate. With my wife and I were talking about the train crash and on all this stuff. Well, you know why I had that train crash? Because it was deregulated. They were supposed to get these brakes done on these trains, and they haven't been done because Trump took that away. But that's all the GOP does. They deregulate and they try to get more money for themselves. So, and so they don't care if the earth is polluted. They don't care about us. They don't care about the earth and the environment. So I'm a proud woke because I do. I'm a proud vote because I stand for gun reform and social justice. Um, and sadly, today in America, we are going backwards. We are going backwards. And I'm going to keep standing for what I value, what is right. I stand for justice for all people, equal justice for all people, opportunities for all people. Um, so yes, I'm a proud vote. I stand for the gun reform, like I mentioned. I'm a gun owner, but all we want is common sense gun laws. All us Democrats want is common sense gun reform. You know, and the what they call it, the red laws. Um, uh, having a gun and lock boxes, which should already have been a requirement anyway. Um, now that 6-year-old that got the gun and shot that school teacher, what the heck? I mean, um, common sense gun reform, uh, expanded background checks, which finally got passed. Um, but more has to be done. We have to ban ghost guns. We have to ban ghost guns. We have to find a way people that print ghost guns should be arrested and prosecuted. I mean, ghost guns should not exist. We have to keep guns out of the hands of criminals, so as responsible gun owners, um, we won't be criminalized, of course, for owning guns. GOP doesn't want, the GOP saying, hey, the Democrats want to take away guns. No, they don't. No, they don't. We just want some common sense gun reforms. We want to stop these mass shootings of kids in schools. So yes, I'm a proud vote because I believe in that. All the stuff that the Republicans are doing, as Democrats are shaking our heads like, what the heck is going on? I mean, I bet you Abraham Lincoln is up there in heaven shaking his head like, what the hell happened to my party? Because it's just not right. I stand for protecting kids. So I'm a proud vote. I stand for, I think I mentioned it all. Of course, bringing the regulations back, I stand for that. Trying to regulate the train yards and stuff that we have a great president right now, and I'll tell you why. Because one of the biggest infrastructure bills was passed under this president since Eisenhower, and I mentioned that in one of my other two talk videos. And I'm telling you, without him, we wouldn't have this, you know. So I'm a proud vote because of that, and I'm a proud Democrat because of that. Um, I'm just proud of what he is trying to accomplish. Now, I don't agree with everything that he's trying to do. Of course not. I do believe in health care for all, affordable health care for all. Now, free health care is really not feasible in America because really that would be a lot of money out of the government. I do believe in taxing the rich, so they can get get more roads and bridges fixed by that taxation. I believe in Biden's budget is point on. What he has proposed is point on. I mean, get online and read it. It is just point on. Wow. I know I've been kind of like going a little back and forth. Kind of, I've been a little sick. I've been really busy. We're going back and forth to the VA in Las Cruces. The VA appointments that's been set up to the community, so-called community care out here, and the last one was getting this sore looked at again, and I got to get it removed. I got a CT scan coming up on my head because I have a TBI from combat that I was in. It was in an explosion. Plus, I get hit in the back of the head with a pipe, and so I have it's caused my imbalance to be worse. You see on my main channel, Kicking with the Kroskeys, that I have my walker a lot now. And be looking out for that one too. But those who follow me on my main channel, I got a video coming up. Tiger Embraces Moon. It's a seeded kata, and it's an amazing seeded kata. You guys are gonna love it. But wow. Now you guys know why I'm a proud woke, where I come from. I stand with my values, and the democratic values to me match my Christian values, what my God, Jehovah, believes in, helping the fellow man, not being greedy, not being corrupt, being compassionate, being kind. So I'm glad I finally became a Democrat, back in '08, and I'm glad that I'm a woke, because if that's what the GOP wants to call me, then they go ahead and call me a woke. If they're not calling me a liberal because because my values don't match their so-called values, but I haven't found anything viable, any values, taking away people's rights and voter suppressions or anything else that they're doing. I don't find any values and things like that. But if they want to call me names or whatnot, because I have values, then so be it. But I'll always be a proud woke. That's my video. See you guys in the next one.
Tell me what you read.